Good morning, everybody. My name is Jailyn, and today I thought I'd film a book haul. I've accumulated a few books in this past month as well as the past few months. I've been in like the biggest reading slump of my life, so ideally I thought that purchasing books would help me get out of it, but I've been failing in actually reading them, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But in part, this video is to kind of, show everyone the books I've been purchasing, but also to hold myself accountable and actually reading them. I have a few books here, maybe like 5 or 6, and so I'm hoping to read them all by the end of the year. It's quite a big goal for me, especially since I think I've only read like 1 or 2 books this entire year, which is nothing compared to how much I used to read before. Anyways, let's get started with the books. So the first book I have is Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I've never read anything by Agatha Christie before, so I thought this would be a good book. I know this one is one of her most popular books, or at least it is to me, because this one and Then There Were None were like my 2 top options on reading Agatha Christie, but I had already watched a mini series on And Then There Were None, so I just figured I'd go and read something that I hadn't been spoiled on. There is a film out on this, and I do plan on watching it after reading this. I literally bought this, I think, in maybe February or January, and I have yet to read it. So there you go. I don't really know much about this except that there's a murder on the Orient Express. So yeah, Agatha Christie is like an icon for mystery novels, and I have yet to read a real mystery novel, and I have yet to read Agatha Christie. So we're gonna kill one bird with 2 stones. 2 birds with 1 stone. That's how the saying goes. I don't know. There's something wrong with me. The next book I have is a book that I know is quite popular on BookTube, or at least I would expect it to be given the author, and that is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I've actually never read a Sarah J. Maas book. I own the first 3 books in the Throne of Glass series, and I have yet to read them. Like, it's a problem. I buy books and then I don't read them. Yeah, I'm not even too sure what this is about. I was at Target, as you can tell, and I just was in the book section and I felt like buying a book. And I saw this cover and I was like, wait, that looks really good. And then I read the synopsis and I was intrigued. Yeah, I bought this in July. So it's currently October and I've yet to start this. So I just read the blurb. This book just sounds so interesting now, so I should probably read it soon. But it's about this girl named Bryce whose friends are murdered, and they believe they have detained the person who committed the murders, but once their accused criminal is detained, the murders or crimes are still happening. So Bryce kind of just, I think, gets thrown into the investigation, and I think she's trying to find out who the real murderer / criminal is. Yeah, that's all I know. This is an adult fantasy book, and I've never read an adult fantasy book, or like sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. So this should be interesting. I'm figuring if I like this, I'll definitely finally get around to reading Throne of Glass. I should probably just read them because I fucking own them. If you read this, let me know your thoughts down below. No spoilers, please, but yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts. The next book is a book I legit never thought I would ever hold in my hands. Like, Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer. This book was supposed to come out, I think, sometime in like 2008 or something like that, and then part of it got leaked, and then Stephenie Meyer was like, fuck all of you, I'm not publishing this. So it wasn't published. But then she decided to do something right, finally to do something right, and she released it in August of this year, obviously. I think everyone knows what this book is about. Twilight from Edward's perspective. I read some of it, as you can tell from the tabs, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't finish this. I started it as soon as I got it in the mail, but I gave myself a week to read it because I was like, I have to read it within a week. That way, like, I planned on like filming a video on this because I was like, I have to talk about it. I have to get my thoughts out. Like, Twilight is literally such a big, was and is still a huge part of my life, and that just didn't happen. I didn't finish the book. After a week passed, I kind of just lost motivation to finish it because I had set my goal for a week and I did not meet my goal, and for some reason that discouraged me. But also Edward has a lot of thoughts. Like, this book is so big. Edward has just has so many thoughts about everything, about Bella, about her khaki skirt, about like their matching sweaters, vests. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even gonna lie, I did enjoy the bit that I did read. I think I got like, how far into this did I get? Where is my bookmark? Interesting. Did I really get this far? Not me literally reading more than half of the, actually it's probably like half, and then just quitting. Maybe I should finish this. I don't know. It's definitely not a main priority just because it's Twilight. We already know what happens. We definitely have gotten a few more insights into like Charlie, the Cullens, and like stuff that we don't see in Twilight, obviously. But this was still a really good read, at least for what I read so far. Yeah, I'm still like, I still plan on finishing this book. It's just not my top priority. If you read Midnight Sun, let me know your thoughts. Yeah. The next book I bought, I actually bought it back in January, but I completely forgot about it until right now, and that is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Sorry if I butchered that. Oh, I also bought this really cute bookmark with it. How cute is that? What does this say? I forgot. I read past my bedtime. This is a false statement for me at the moment, but I used to read past my bedtime. But it's the thought that counts. Anyways, I did start reading this book back in January. I literally got to page 22. Oh shit. Sorry, just ignore that. Stuff fell out of the book. I read 22 pages in, and then I was obviously still in university, so I think I had to put it to a halt. But this book is supposed to be like really sad and like really triggering. It was like my goal to read this summer once I graduated university. But I don't know, I recently watched Noelle's video on A Little Life. I'm not sure when she posted that, but I think I watched it like last month, maybe even the month before that. I'm not really sure. Quarantine makes everything blend, and especially because I have nothing going on in my life, everything blends even more. But I've seen a lot of people talk about this book and talk about how sad it is, and I'm a big fan of sad books. Like, I love sad books. I love books that can make me cry, shows, movies that can make me cry. So I was really excited to read this, and especially because I had watched Kat from Paperback Dreams. I had watched her reading vlog on it, and I was determined that I should read it. But then I watched Noelle's video, and she did read this in quarantine. So she said something that kind of stuck out to me, and it was that she definitely felt like it wasn't a book she should have read in quarantine. She said that this book wasn't for everybody, and that one shouldn't feel left out if you didn't read it, because I think this book gets talked about a lot on BookTube and like on book Instagram, and so I think it's very easy to feel like left out or like to have FOMO with not reading this book or like any other type of book. But yeah, so ever since watching her video, I just kind of put this to a halt because I don't know, the world is kind of crazy right now, and I definitely didn't want to read a book that would make me kind of hesitant to read something else, especially because I'm in such a big reading slump. I think I will definitely still try to read this book, I don't know, maybe in a few years, but definitely after watching her video, I am a little bit more skeptical about reading this. If you've read A Little Life, definitely tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Like I said, I know this book can be very triggering. Even from like the first 22 pages I've read, I could tell this book was gonna be a lot, given like the history of the characters. So basically, this is about a group of friends. I think it's 4 of them. Yeah. So 4 college classmates. It's just about their life, and I believe it like explores their life through various years. And I just know that a lot of sad shit happens. I don't know. I'll link Noelle's video down below. I'm pretty sure if you're watching my video, you would have watched her. She's amazing. But definitely watch her video and watch her thoughts on it, because after watching her video, it definitely did change my perspective on whether or not I wanted to read this book. The next book I have is a book I solely bought because of the cover, and that is Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. Can we just, yeah, let's appreciate that, please, because it is so nice. And then the spine, gorgeous. So I'm not too informed about what this book is about. As you can tell, that's a running theme. But I do know that it has to do with like Bolivian history and politics and culture. Now Jimena is motivated by her thirst for revenge and her ability to spin thread from Moonlight. I believe there's a second book coming out. I'm not sure if it's a direct sequel or a companion book or maybe just within the same world. But the cover to that is also so gorgeous. Like, it's so beautiful. I'm excited to read this. I haven't seen a lot on this on BookTube, or maybe I just haven't looked far enough. This was a complete cover buy. I literally saw an Instagram post and I went on Amazon and I just bought it because I had to have this. It's just so beautiful. The next two books are some books I bought with a Target deal. So Target was recently having a buy two get one free special on like books and movies, and so I bought three books. Three books. So I bought three books. The third book that I bought that I won't be showing in this haul wasn't for me. It was for my sister. She mentioned that she really wanted the Anna and the French Kiss 10th anniversary edition, or just a special edition of Anna and the French Kiss, which was coming out this month. So I bought that for her, but I don't think it comes out for like another week or two. So that was a pre-order, but that was one of the books that I bought with this deal. And the next two books I will show you now. So the next book is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm not too like familiar what this book is about, not in depth. All I know, I think it's about a Hollywood star from the 50s, and I think she's being interviewed and they're going through her life, and it's supposed to be really, really good. I saw Noelle talking about this. I also think I first saw it on Christine's channel. I don't know if I already mentioned this, maybe I did. I don't read a lot of adult books unless they were like for school, so I'm really trying to change that, and I'm just trying to read more. So if like you have a book that you think I should like absolutely read and you think it will get me out of my reading slump, leave them in the comments. I will most likely buy them because I really am trying. But I'm really excited to get to this. Also, it should be illegal for books to have stickers you can't take off. It's annoying, but yeah. The next book is a book that I didn't realize I got in large print, but that is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Erin Morgenstern is known for her Night Circus book, which I have and I have not read. As I said, this is a trend. I buy books, I don't read them, the author comes out with another book and I buy them. Hopefully I will read them. I mean, I'm pretty sure The Night Circus is a standalone book, and I'm not sure about this one. All I know about this book is it's about a man named Zachary, and I think he finds a story about himself in this book, and there's a key and there's a bee, and it's supposed to be a lot of fun. I've heard mixed reviews about this, I'm not gonna lie. I think I was watching whose video was I watching? A Little Book Owl. Is her name still A Little Book Owl? I was watching a video, and basically she was discussing how she read it in like her book club, and people were either really passionately in defending why they hated it, or were passionately defending it why they absolutely loved it. So I am hoping I'm one of those people that loves it. I just read the blurb and I thought it was really interesting. It just sounds like right up my alley. I've just been wanting to read something that's completely different to what I've read before, and this definitely doesn't seem like anything I've ever read, so that's why I wanted to read it, and this is why I bought it. I liked this cover better than the other paperback, and I didn't realize I had bought it in large print. Like, look how big this is. At least I can read this without my glasses. I can literally put the book like this and I can read it without my glasses. So I guess that's the upside. If you've read this, let me know what your thoughts are. I really hope I really like this. If I don't, then I think it'll be a great reading experience overall. We have finally arrived to the last book. Now, this book I literally bought last night. I went to Target, or basically I tagged along to Target with my sister and my mom, and I went to the book section, obviously, and I saw this book, and I haven't seen anyone talk about this book. I even looked it up on YouTube to see if anyone had done like a book review or a haul, anything. I didn't find anything, so it might also be because it has a really common title, but I looked it up on Goodreads and Amazon, and it just came out this month, so that might also be why. But that is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. So this is basically about 34-year-old Kate Turner. Basically, I think this also takes place in England. Yes, it does. She comes back to her hometown for the holidays, and her best friend signs her up for like this dating, is it website? For a dating agency. And basically they promise that they'll find singles find love before the holidays. And there's 23 days until Christmas, and then she has 12 different dates. It sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like a cute read. I did read an Amazon review that said it was a little bit predictable, but I feel like that's understandable. With a book like this, I think it's kind of expected for it to be kind of expected, or like, you know, to follow tropes. I will definitely save this until November, maybe closer to December, since it is a Christmas read. Or not a Christmas read, but it is like a holiday read. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. I kind of want to read it now. I wanted to start it last night, but I stopped myself because I kind of want to save it to when it gets a little bit colder, a little more into the holidays, you know. But I will definitely share my thoughts. If you are like one of the few people who has read it, because I haven't seen anything, let me know what your thoughts were. Alright everybody, that was it for my haul. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've read any of these books in the comments down below. Share your thoughts. Recommend me books. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I've linked my Goodreads and my Instagram if you want to follow. Yeah, should be fun. I'm going to be holding myself accountable, hopefully, to reading all these books by the end of the year. Anyways, that is it for me today. I'll see you later. Bye.